first down. Flacco. And, right away, he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game, and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone.
I guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. Taking it about the 16. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a gain of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. From the gun on third down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
On third and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
On second down, Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Wilson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Catch made right side by Wilson. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll be 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go.
Man, why he? That wasn't supposed to be nice.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a safety the last go-around. That's how we arrived at this 2-0 score. See if they can respond.
Such an oddity, isn't it? See those 2 points go up on the board, knowing
like
that
soccer.
Exactly. And knowing that you did it to give those points up for your team. Now they're just looking to get back out on the field and make up for it. All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
I think you thought ever since we played, you've never thrown it to Richardson
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I got Uber
So
everywhere.
ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. The open man is Smith. 17 yards on the pickup there.
Brandon Brown away.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. Get there and pick up a first down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Flacco here on second down. His throw caught.
Fucking go, man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for
hold
a
it and
Ravens
fucking
touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the one-time Charger, Eric Weddle. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well.
Forsett hit. He lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own.
Hey, pussy nigga, learn respect, nigga. Put some respect on his name. Look at the respect, nigga.
Interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out,
one touchdown in 6 quarters.
Trash for real, bro. I be doing everything I want to with you. I treat you like a hoe that's on Rufus.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice...
And he can't
that nigga goes for
Suggs coming in to dropping for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Steps away to his left.
What's up, little nigga? What's up? What's up, little nigga?
Complete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing here on first down. Flacco.
What's up, little nigga? What's up?
It's complete.
Fuck your mouth there.
All the way in for a Ravens
Dumb ass
touchdown.
nigga.
Rashad Perriman.
Oh, you really think you about to do something, man?
Touchdowns here so
What the
far.
fuck up?
Alright, then, piss ass nigga. You about to run off.
You have scored 1 touchdown in 6 quarters against me. I'm not worried about you, little boy.
Tucker now to kick it
Little
away
boy.
following the
Ooh.
touchdown.
Alright, little bro.
Fielded about a yard deep. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Wilson steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. They've got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Damn, you only had like 40 yards going in at halftime.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the change-up, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And left side here, it's Graham. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Flacco once more. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. 3rd and long for Joe Flacco. Going up top. He's got it.
Fuck off me, man.
Man, you know that was fluke, man.
Fuck off me.
Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman in the
Look,
final
silly young
seconds of the
guy.
first half. And the Ravens
You
will
lucky I
extend
missed
their
that shit.
lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team
problem
as they
with
head
that.
into the
Yeah,
half.
that's what
Good
I'm
way to
afraid
finish
of.
things
That's what
off.
was big
Yeah,
put the
able to
sand in
extend
there,
that
man.
lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They set up the screen to Rawls. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw is Wilson, rolling to his right. And
wow.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, Baldwin. It's a pickup of 17 there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Wilson rolling to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kristen Michael, 34 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And the decision to bring it out in a good one as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Flacco here on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Flacco, and he finds a man on the crossing route. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football, because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zone, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, again for Seth. And a cutback right sideline. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the I. 3rd and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode, and it stiffened.
So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Sliding out of the pocket. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. It's Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Guy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They stay on the ground. Forsett again. And able to break 1 tackle. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Going to Rawls on the dump off. Give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Drops it underneath for Rawls. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they...
Wow, bro. Over my head.
Picked off.
That nigga got lucky as fuck, bro.
Turn to right around the 38-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
To a knee goes Flacco, and that should be it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
Damn, this is first punt of the day.
Hey, to be real, I'm the realest nigga in there, hoe. B-Rock on Twitter. Face ass. What the fuck is dying light? Fuck is that shit, man? Yeah, I got 2K. I ain't worried about you. I dig it.